Behind me is something that wants to shake up the segment, the Chery Tiggo 8 Pro. Let's check it out. The Chery Tiggo 8 Pro was introduced in the market earlier this year. We have this one here and meron tayong yung plug-in hybrid, and it's definitely something else. So the one that we have here is the not so basic entry-level Chery Tiggo 8 Pro 1.6 turbo, and it's priced at 1,645,000 Philippine pesos. Now taking a look at the Chery Tiggo 8 Pro, it's actually a huge step up from the standard na Tiggo 8. And with the other Chery products then, it looks a lot more expensive than it actually really is. Tapos you have full LED lighting pa here in front, so yung headlights and yung sequential turn signals. Plus you have Chery signature Sunshine Galaxy front grille, which looks really nice. So overall look is Audi-like. At the side, you can actually see that the Chery Tiggo 8 Pro still uses the same body as the standard Tiggo 8. And what sets it apart is yung badge na may nakalagay na TGDI dito banda sa harap. And also yung kanyang 18-inch wheels, which are wrapped in 235/55 Cooper tires. And we heard na yung actual units delivered to owners come with Atlas Batman tires. Over at the back, we again have full LED taillights which look very premium. Tapos we have the Chery spelled out here sa gitna, and then meron tayong LED fog light sa baba. No fake exhaust dito kasi totoong finishers tong mga to. Walang pagkukunwari. And once you open the nicely quick opening tailgate, you get a very huge cargo area. As in, malaki to. You get 1,179 liters of cargo space, which is, ang laki talaga niya. Kapag tinaas mo naman yung third row seats, ayan, you still get a huge space dito na pang SUV, which we think kasya dito yung mga around 2 small pieces of luggage. Getting inside, you'll be welcomed by the most premium looking and feeling interior in its segment. It looks a lot like yung sa Tiggo 8, pero sobrang elevated siya. And then, everywhere you touch, puro soft touch materials, whether soft touch plastic or soft touch leather. Everything also feels very solid, which makes this feel very nice. And since 1.60 yung variant na to, two-tone black and brown yung interior natin. And hindi lang kami fan dito is yung piano black plastic materials, kasi napakarami, and alam naman nating scratch magnet yung mga yan. Sa steering wheel naman, we usually like Chery steering wheel, and ganoon din dito. It looks good, it feels good, and it also sounds good. Ayan. And of course, tilt and telescopic siya. Tapos for the screens naman, we have a fully digital instrument cluster, and it looks good, pero mas gusto sana namin yung traditional looking tach instead of the digital one. This also changes theme depending sa mode na pipiliin mo. So ngayon naka-eco tayo, kaya blue siya. Tapos magiging red kapag naka-sport mode naman. Moving on, the Chery Tiggo 8 Pro gets a larger 12.3-inch infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And you can see na it's very easy to use and to understand. Tapos very responsive pa siya. What we love about this is that very HD siya. So the graphics are very clear, and I must say excellent. Tapos dito rin pala natin makikita yung 360 cam ng sasakyan na to. So you just press this, and ayan, makikita nyo na okay naman yung resolution niya. It's very helpful. Moving down, we have a separate screen for the AC controls. Very nice to use naman siya, responsive naman. Pero syempre, nothing will beat yung meron kang physical knobs and buttons. Okay pa rin yun. Pero ang mas maganda dito is that hindi pa rin kinalimutan ni Chery maglagay ng switches here for the temperature and sa fan speed. So, nothing will beat this, di ba? Siyempre, iba pa rin pag may nagagalaw ka here. Moving on, we have electronic shifter, pero this time, inayos na siya ni Chery. So, dati, kailangan nakadalawang hila ka to go to drive. Ngayon, one na lang. You have touch-sensitive buttons here. Dito yung around view monitor mo or your 360 cam. And then, meron kang auto start-stop button. You have your driving modes. Meron ka din yung settings for the vehicle and yung parking sensors. Tapos, you have this dial for the volume control ng iyong infotainment system and yung off button yan, nandito din. And then, you have the engine start-stop button. And you have your electronic parking brake with auto hold function. Tapos, meron ka ditong lalagyan ng phone. Mukha lang siyang wireless charger, pero lalagyan lang talaga siya or patungan siya ng phone. And then, pag inusog mo to, ayan, sorry, Ayun, you get 2 cup holders and meron kang lalagyan ng phone pa. Tapos dito, may storage ka na, kasya yung isang bottle, plus meron siyang 2 USB charging ports sa loob. So before we go to the back, so seats naman tayo. So the seats is really nice. Ang ganda ng materials niya. It hugs you really well. It's really comfortable. Tapos, hindi lang yung likod mo yung hinahug niya, pati yung ulo mo with the butterfly headrest. And then, in addition, heated and cooled seats din to. So, full package na to. Plus, maganda pa yung leather material niya. It feels really expensive. Now we're at the back, and this proves na if hindi mo kailangan ng off-road capabilities, then this is the way to go. Kasi, kita nyo naman yung space ko dito sa likod. I'm 5'5", and ayan yung legroom ko, footroom, and even yung headroom ko, mataas-taas siya kahit na meron siyang panoramic sunroof. And this panoramic sunroof, sobrang nice niya kasi it adds space, it gives light, mas airy yung feeling sa loob. So, mas malaki pa yung pakaramdam mo here. And then, pagdating naman sa seats, the seats are really comfortable. Ang lambot niya, sarap mag-relax dito. And if you still need more space, pwede mong i-move forward yung seat nito by using the controls here. So, may sarili kang controls dito and for the driver din para maabot niya. Ayan. Tapos, you have 2 back pockets here, meron kang aircon vents, plus meron kang charging port dito na isa, tapos may storage ka pa here. So, yan, nilagyan natin ng batteries. And then, you have center armrest as well with 2 cup holders na tama-tama lang yung height niya here. So, magandang feature nito is that meron siyang door opening warning. So, kapag merong malapit na sasakyan niya sa gilid, iilaw siya and may tunog siya, which tells you na huwag mo buksan yung pinto kasi baka may matamaan ka or may something dito sa side mo. So now, para pumunta sa third row, we just need to pull this and slide this forward. Ayan. So, pasok tayo. And then, ihilain natin buo. Tsaka natin ito hilain. Yan. So now that we're here sa third row, I think this is really best for children lang kasi ayan yung space ko, I'm 5'5", nakadikit na yung tuhod ko, and yung footroom ko, ayan na. Headroom, wala ganong problem. Medyo mababa, pero dahil nga may sunroof tayo. And based on what I remember, parang mas thicker siguro yung seats na to, kaya mas tight siya compared to sa standard na Tiggo 8. And, but still, this is better than yung sa Montero or sa Fortuner. Tapos, meron kang aircon vents on both sides. You have 1 cup holder on each side, and may storage din. So, yun lang. For children lang talaga itong space niya dito. So, let's go. Now we're driving the Tiggo 8 Pro, and it's actually a huge improvement over the standard Tiggo 8. And under the hood of the Tiggo 8 Pro is powered by a 1.6-liter turbocharged petrol engine with a very healthy 197 horsepower and 290 Nm of torque paired to a 7-speed wet dual clutch transmission. Now, sabi nila, wag daw to i-compare sa Okavango. Well, honestly, it's far from it. And this is the better engine kasi it's not a mild hybrid. Once you get moving, you really feel na there's really lots of power dito. And yung mga kasama ko before, na-test na nila to, and yung 0 to 100 kilometers per hour niya is just 8 seconds. Which is good for this size na sasakyan. The good thing here is that this is very responsive kasi konting apak mo pa lang sa accelerator, nag-go na siya agad. And considering na dual clutch siya, it doesn't feel like it. It's very smooth. The ride quality is a strong suit. Expected naman yun sa ganitong cabin na sasakyan na match siya with the good ride quality niya. What could be improved lang with this is that yung road noise niya, it's far from bad actually, pero pwede pa siyang mas ma-improve. Mas hindi maging noisy. Moving on how it handles, it's actually pretty good for a 7-seater. Granted na hindi siya sports car, it's really fun to drive. Steering is light, pero naka-sport mode tayo ngayon para mas mabigat ng konti. And this one is very direct. Ang only downside lang niya is that, syempre, may konting body roll, pero expected naman na yun. Visibility is good. Unlike sa mga other Chinese crossovers na medyo nakakalimutan nila yung pagdating sa visibility. Tapos, kailangan mo lang naman masanay dito sa rear view mirror niya kasi naka-wide angle siya and medyo nakakaduling siya. So, yun lang. Overall, the good and the bad combined, the Tiggo 8 Pro is still a good 7-seater crossover to drive. For the fuel economy naman, the fuel economy is good pagdating sa city kasi naka 10 kilometers per liter tayo. While sa highway, naka 12 kilometers per liter, which is mataas siya pagdating dun. By the way, this one is fully loaded with driver assist tech features. As in, kompleto siya. Sa sobrang dami nun, ipa-flash lang namin dito sa screen kasi hindi ko siya may enumerate sa inyo lahat. As in, fully loaded to the max. And before we end, despite all the good things, there are still some the Tiggo 8 Pro could improve. Here's 3. First is the lane keep assist system. It's a good feature pero medyo jittery siya sa steering. Next is NVH. Like I mentioned, medyo maingay considering how premium the cabin is. And last, highway fuel economy. Kakasabi ko lang naman yan. And then, here's 3 things we love because it really is something to love. First is design. Chery went all out with this and it's hard to not like it. Next is driving comfort. It's actually really comfy to drive. Well, as it should with that great interior. And finally, value for money. You have the looks, the features, the comfort. It's an all-in-one package for an affordable price. And I guess this is enough to conclude that this is truly a game changer. No wonder mabilis na ubos yung stocks nila eh.